A grudge match 30 years in the making. Two sons carrying the weight of their father's legendary rivalry. But this isn't just about family pride. It's about redemption, unfinished business, and proving who truly belongs at the top. Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn are finally set to clash on April 26, 2025, after years of controversy, delays, and heated exchanges. From a historic rivalry to scandal and unexpected drama, this fight is shaping up to be one of the most explosive nights in British boxing history. Here are 10 must-know facts before these two warriors step into the ring. Fact 1. The Legacy War. This fight is more than just two boxers competing. It's a family war that began over 3 decades ago. Back in the early 90s, Chris Eubank Sr. and Nigel Benn had one of the most intense rivalries in British boxing history. Their first fight in 1990 was brutal. Nigel Benn, the defending champion, came in looking for a war, and he got one. After a back-and-forth battle, Eubank Sr. stopped Benn in the 9th round, leaving him battered and bloodied. The rematch in 1993 was just as vicious. Both men refused to back down, and after 12 grueling rounds, the judges scored it a draw. Fans were left unsatisfied, and a trilogy never happened. Now their sons have stepped in to settle the score. This fight isn't just about titles. It's about family honor, unfinished business, and proving which name is stronger in boxing history. Fact 2. The fight that almost never happened. Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn were originally set to fight on October 8, 2022. But just days before the event, shocking news broke. Conor Benn tested positive for clomiphene, a banned substance known to boost testosterone levels. The fight was immediately canceled, sending the boxing world into chaos. Benn denied any wrongdoing, but his reputation took a massive hit. Fans and fighters criticized him, and many believed his career was over. After months of legal battles and investigations, Benn was eventually cleared to fight again. But here's the twist. Eubank never stopped reminding Benn about the failed test. He's used it in interviews, press conferences, and even on social media, calling Benn a cheat and questioning his integrity. Now, with the fight back on, Benn has more than just a win on the line. He's fighting for his reputation. Fact 3. The heated press conference. Egg incident. The build-up to this fight has been pure chaos, and nothing proved that more than the infamous egg incident. At a recent press conference, things got out of control when Chris Eubank Jr. smashed an egg on Conor Benn's face. It wasn't random. This was a calculated move by Eubank. The egg was a reference to Benn's failed drug test, as clomiphene is sometimes found in eggs. Eubank called it extra protein for Benn, mocking him in front of the cameras. Benn was furious. He lunged at Eubank, and within seconds, both teams were throwing punches and shoving each other. Security had to step in to break it up. The message was clear. This fight is deeply personal, and neither man is backing down. Fact 4. Eubank Jr.'s weight advantage. Chris Eubank Jr. is naturally bigger, stronger, and more experienced than Conor Benn. Nuptintus at 5'11". With a 72.5-inch reach, Eubank has fought at middleweight, 160 pounds, and even super middleweight, 168 pounds. He has taken punches from big, heavy-handed fighters and never been knocked out cold. Conor Benn, on the other hand, is 5'8", with a 68-inch reach, and has spent his career at welterweight, 147 pounds. To fight Eubank, he has to move up in weight, which could be risky. Oh, yes, Benn has knockout power, but the real question is, will his punches hurt a naturally bigger man like Eubank? Size matters in boxing, and Eubank knows it. Expect him to use his height, reach, and experience to his advantage in this fight. Fact 5. Benn's knockout power versus Eubank's iron chin. Conor Benn is known for his explosive power. He has a 100% win record, 23-0, with 14 knockouts. He's aggressive, relentless, and always looking for the finish. But there's a problem. Eubank Jr. has never been knocked out cold. Even in his worst defeat against Liam Smith, Eubank was stopped on his feet, but he never went unconscious. He took huge shots from George Groves, Liam Williams, and even James DeGale, and still stood strong. Benn will try to end this fight early, but if he doesn't land cleanly, he could find himself in trouble in the later rounds. Fact 6. Eubank Jr.'s trainer trains a secret weapon. Chris Eubank Jr. has always been a fighter with natural talent, but some critics have said he lacks discipline in the ring. He's relied too much on his toughness and athleticism rather than technical skill. But that changed when he teamed up with Brian "Bomac" McIntyre, the mastermind trainer behind Terence Crawford, one of the best pound-for-pound boxers in the world. Under Bomac's guidance, Eubank Jr. completely reinvented his style for his rematch against Liam Smith. He showed patience, sharper footwork, and controlled aggression, winning in dominant fashion. Having a top-level trainer like Bomac in his corner could be the key difference in this fight. If Eubank sticks to a disciplined game plan, he might be too smart and too skilled for Benn to handle. But will he follow the strategy, or will emotions take over? Fact 7. Benn's training controversy. While Eubank Jr. has been upgrading his game, Conor Benn's training camp has been about the people in his corner and surrounded by controversy. His former doctor, Dr. Usman Sajjad, is under investigation by the General Medical Council for alleged misconduct. Though there's no proof that this affects Benn directly, it raises questions. Boxing is a sport where every detail matters: nutrition, conditioning, preparation, and mental focus. If distractions outside the ring take away from Benn's training, it could hurt his chances against a battle-hardened opponent like Eubank Jr. On top of that, Benn is moving up in weight. This means he has to train differently, adjust his power, and build endurance for fighting a bigger opponent. If his training camp isn't 100% focused, it could cost him the fight. Fact 8. The stadium atmosphere. The fight is taking place at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, one of the most modern stadiums in Europe, with a seating capacity of 62,850 fans. This will be a massive event with thousands of passionate supporters from both sides. The crowd will be a mix of die-hard Eubank fans and fiery Benn supporters, which could lead to an intense and emotional atmosphere. Fighting in front of such a large audience can have two effects. It can either push a fighter to perform at their best or break them under pressure. Some boxers thrive under the bright lights, while others struggle with the weight of expectations. Who will handle the pressure better? The more experienced Eubank Jr. or the fiery, hungry Benn? One thing is for sure, the energy inside the stadium will be electric. Fact 9. The stakes. More than just a win. Winning this fight isn't just about bragging rights. It could shape the entire future of both fighters. For Conor Benn, a win would prove he belongs at the elite level. His reputation took a hit after the drug test controversy, and this is his chance to clear his name and earn respect. If he beats Eubank Jr., he could demand world title fights and become a major star. For Chris Eubank Jr., a loss would be devastating. He has always been close to world championship level, but never won a major title. If he loses to a naturally smaller fighter like Benn, it could damage his career permanently. Both men have everything to gain, but also everything to lose. That's why this fight is so intense. It's not just about winning, it's about legacy, reputation, and proving who is truly the better man. Fact 10. Who's the favorite to win? So who has the edge? Right now, Chris Eubank Jr. is the slight favorite in this fight. His advantages are clear. He's bigger and stronger. He has more experience at the top level. He has fought tougher opponents and never been knocked out cold. He has a proven trainer in Bomac, who is known for making fighters better. But Benn is dangerous for different reasons. He's younger, fresher, and faster. He's aggressive and always looking for the knockout. He has a 100% winning record and doesn't know how to lose. The fight could go in two directions. Benn will try to end it early. He knows he's the smaller man, so he'll come out fast and try to overwhelm Eubank Jr. with speed and power. Eubank will try to survive the early storm and take over in the later rounds. If Benn doesn't knock him out early, Eubank's size and experience could help him dominate the second half of the fight. No matter what happens, one thing is guaranteed. This fight will be explosive from start to finish. The stage is set, the rivalry is real, and history is about to be made. April 26, 2025 will answer the ultimate question. Who's the better fighter, and who truly carries the family name with pride? What do you think? Will Benn's explosiveness be too much? Or will Eubank Jr.'s experience and size give him the edge? Drop your predictions in the comments below. And if you're hyped for this fight, hit that like button and subscribe for more exclusive boxing breakdowns. See you on Fight Night!